Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. So for today's episode, I've been thinking about what to do here. Real excited about being able to do champion missions, and there are a lot of champion missions kind of on the map at the moment, but we need to get a couple of characters de-stressed before that really works itself out. I do like this trinket. The increased Blight skill chance is nice. It works on anybody, which is kind of interesting considering the only two character classes that can Blight are the Plague Doctor and the Grave Robber. So that's kind of a weird that it's just anybody can use this when it really means two characters can use this. With the characters I've got available, well, I guess I should say it. So my intention with this is that Bercy can use it. She's already got the diseased herb for the plus 30%, but another plus 20 would be very nice. And we're doing something sort of similar on Fitton, where she has two trinkets to up her Blight skill chance and overcome any kind of resistance that may come her way. So what I'm thinking here of the characters that I've got available, I want to try some kind of silly stuff. And with that in mind, these three characters all have abilities that let them leap forward. Bradwardine here can Rampart, Savigny can Holy Lance, and Theon can Duelist Advance. So I expect these three guys to be just shuffling all over the place. And for a 4th rank character that is level 3 or 4, our choices are pretty limited. I'm thinking Port is going to have to fill that slot. He can do pretty much everything he does from the 4th rank. He's not going to be blackjacking anytime soon, but I think that'll be okay. We might actually want to increase his skills before we go out. I just realized he is not very leveled up. So maybe we'll grab a Hound's Rush all the way up and a Hound's Harry all the way up. And then could also pop him into the blacksmith and at least get a couple of levels of his armor. And I think that's going to be it. With 5,800 gold, that doesn't leave us a lot. Now this is a short mission, so hopefully it's not too much for us to handle right now. I think it'll be okay though. We're not going to have any real healing. We'll just have to kind of make do. In the provisioning screen, I'm thinking that means even though it's a short mission, I'm going to take 2 full stacks of food. That'll give us a little bit of healing chances. Since it is short, I think we could probably do it with 2 shovels, 1 stack of torches, and then let's see here. We're going into the Warrens, so like 3 and 2. We'll grab 1, 1, and 1 of those. Leaves us with 1,600 gold, which is not an awful lot, but hopefully we don't have to worry about what might happen if we don't succeed here. And we can just crush everything in our path and cut a swath through the Warrens, as it were. The generally the party compositions that are like all damage and not as much healing,
they breed quickly down there in the dark. But perhaps we can slay them even faster.
They certainly can work. They just rely on not taking any damage by killing things faster than they can do anything to you. Also, this map looks so weird to me because of how tiny it is. It's been a long time since we've done a short mission. Now, some occult scrawlings, and this is a case of we just should check it out. And landed ourselves some stress for our troubles. Fair enough. I came from nothing, but I will not end with nothing. Are you gonna klepto this? No? Okay.
Are often low on supplies.
Savigny is not a kleptomaniac. He is simply obsessed with material things. But at least he leaves it for everybody to have. Oh my god. Large corpse eater, huh? Well, you are a sight to behold, my friend. 70%. Base 110. It's not great, but it can work. He did resist it. Unfortunate. But he is a beast. That speaks well. These guys actually have some pretty decent bleed resistance. That's unfortunate. No, well, apparently not high enough. A little bit of stress, a little bit of stress. Okay. Let's go ahead and point blank into you. Awesome. Already down halfway. Yeah. That, like, second and third mouth that came out there, kind of terrifying. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Alright. And now, Duelist Advance allows him to pop to right here. I'm gonna eat
quickly the tide
another
turns.
Drum. Alright. But I don't see this enemy really surviving the second turn.
Perhaps
Yeah.
the turning point.
So, all in all, pretty decent. We took a little bit of damage,
As the fiend falls,
but not a lot.
a faint hope blossoms.
A righteous blow. Okay.
As victories
Nice.
mount, so too will resistance.
I'm A-okay with that ruby. We'll go ahead and swap these guys out and then get a move on. Burn a torch and head inside a room. Alright. No room battle. We do have... Okay, he has nothing negative. He has tuckered out. He has obsessed with food, intense craving for alcohol, less virtue chance. Tuckered out is really like the most straight combat negative thing. So I think we're going to let Bradwardine deal with this, and he'll burn that pile of scrolls. And what's lovely, those locked-in traits, they're like 5k to get rid of. So I'm totally A-okay with getting them for just the cost of a torch. Moonshine Barrel, I think, is medicinal herbs. It's going to give us more food. Nope, it's going to give us a buff. Ooh, plus 30 damage. That's okay. Speaking of food, I probably should have remembered to do this sooner. Go ahead and top all these guys off. Alright, that should be plenty. And then we'll get a move on. Another fight in the hall. Okay. I'm thinking this time, instead of bounding forward, we'll just do one of these. Ooh, that was a rough dodge. And we take a rend for our troubles. At least he resisted the bleed, though. Speaking of bleed, that's pretty cool. Get 6 on each of these. That should get them down to the point where, like, a single attack plus the bleed should be enough to get them killed. But man, we need to stop letting them dodge. Us dodging, fine. Them dodging, not good. That's the general strategy here. Okay, they are much faster than we are too. Not exactly digging that. Okay. Luckily we packed bandages, so I think that's going to be fine. And let's see, the Duelist Advance would do 5 to 10. This does more damage, 73 versus 67. So yeah, Open Vein is just better. Oh man, more dodges though.
Confidence surges
That'll
as the
do
enemy
it.
crumbles.
Thank you, Savigny. Pulling it through. Alright. He doesn't do the greatest damage against not beastie things, so I think we're just gonna stack some more bleed here. No, no move. Okay. And then let's maybe do one of these. Oh man. These gladiators have been dodging left, right, and center with only 13. That's actually quite surprising.
The bigger the
Alright.
beast,
She
the greater
has
the
a ton
glory.
of dodge at 23. Oh, I'm not exactly looking forward to what this is going to be like trying to hit her. But hopefully,
Press this
it's
advantage.
pretty easy, actually.
Give them no
Okay.
quarter.
Interesting that we never had any trouble hitting her. I think every single attack at her, 2 from Port, and then the final finishing blow out of Bradwardine, all connected with just no problem. We'll go ahead and munch up a little bit of food, And then we'll get ourselves inside. Alright. Nothing there. We'll just circle up and around. Shouldn't have... Ugh, a trap. We shouldn't have too much more to really do down here. We should, however, get our highwayman back to the front. Already looted. Okay. Pop another torch and pass inside.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Alright. Moving on then. Oh, another trap.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Welp. Go ahead and just bandage up. Don't you're really letting me down on the scouting while we're down here. We could use some of these traps not annihilating us. That would be great. Okay, just some unremarkable books. It's better than the alternative of mind-shattering books. Alright. Stun, resist 95, 45. I tell you what, let's go ahead and try to see about getting the Reaver out of this early. Fortunately, that did not work itself out.
Assault cannot be left unanswered.
And that was some pretty harsh stress damage, followed by a pretty terrible miss. At least we did not end up stunned there. I think this is a fantastic time for a dog treat. With that in mind, we can then do one of those. Very nice. Okay. Followed by one of those. Awesome. Truth did prevail. You are correct. Ugh. Those pig spears, man. Thone, you're not looking super hot. Oh my god. Why are we missing so much? Alright, get him down to 4. He will get another action unless we do this. And we did do this, so he will not get another action. Let's try for a stun here. This would be huge. I mean, I realize he has 95% resistance to stun, but it would have been huge. That's not a lie. Alright, and then 8. The best you can do is 8? You have double damage right now. 40% protection. I guess we can't be too upset. You know what? This seems like a good time to mark ourselves. Maybe keep Pigman here off of our injured characters. Down to 27. That's not good.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
Okay. Man, Thone, you gotta pull it together, man. We need to end this guy. He's at 6. We need to do 7 damage. Oh, there we go. Okay, and suddenly all is forgiven. Everything will be fine. Finally, Thone decides to pitch in a little bit of damage, and really doesn't matter what we do there.
Does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Alright, and we got a little bit of food, which is good, because we need a little bit of food. Man, I should have packed a little more in the provisioning. Go ahead and grab one of those. He's got 4 HP. Man, oh man. Alright, we do have an heirloom chest. We do have a key. Hidden compartment.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Yeah, I think we might be in the foolhardy camp at the moment, which is unfortunate. That's probably really not the... That seems better. Kind of have to remember... all those...
Possessed by evil intent.
Pain. You know what? Without any medicinal herbs, I think we're just going to pass that by. But Savigny can attack from the 3rd rank, but it's with Holy Lance, which can only hit the back. So there are going to be fights where I can't do much with that. I need to keep that in mind. Good stun. Bad vomit. Alright. I think right now I would rather deal with stress than straight HP damage, though. So, not the worst thing in the world. This can get the kill. It does get the kill. Awesome. Okay. Again, stress isn't the worst thing in the world right now. Although being marked might be. Over to 22. Who is the most dangerous here? I think the AoE guy, it didn't matter. Okay. I think the Swine Marcher and his drums, namely, because if anybody gets down onto Death's Door, I don't need like a tiny little AoE attack getting us killed. And also with that in mind, let's just go ahead and pop a stun on him. And then... Man, Thone, you are not hitting anything. Ugh. Is it... Maybe I don't have very good equipment on Thone, like his blacksmith level up stuff hasn't been done. I should probably take a look at that. But, like, he's at 3 and 3. What are you at? 2 and 2. It's not that awful. You have been missing way more than you have any right to. Alright, that is going to get rid of him. The Swine Marcher is out of this fight. So it's just the Reaver to sort out. It's down to 11. Okay. 5, and now he is dead. Awesome. Wasn't too bad. I mean, I guess. Didn't really matter what we did there. If we get super lucky, this might be our last room. It was our last room. I think we're going to go ahead and return to Hamlet. Thone's low enough on HP that a single fight could both put him on Death's Door and take him off of it. Not bad. We got like 8,000 gold, more than we brought down here, and it's pretty decent heirlooms as well. And some lovely resolve XP. Okay. He did gain tetanus, no stress penalty, but lost early riser, gained a tapeworm, and became obsessed with sainthood. Alrighty, go ahead and pop back into the Hamlet.
The poor caretaker. I fear his long-standing duties here have affected him.
Alrighty, and... oh, de-stressing is dangerous. So, Fitton lost 500 gold. Villain gained syphilis. That's quite terrible. I might want to get rid of the syphilis before we head into our first champion dungeon, which kind of puts a wrinkle in my plan. So you know what? I think that's going to have to be something we do, though. So, what are you at, sir? 59. Why don't we send you to the gambling hall? 57. We can also send you to the gambling hall. Bradwardine, 42. I'll just buy you a drink. And Savigny, I think you're going to have to suffer for a little while, my friend. And the sanitarium, we'll let Villain take care of her syphilis here. And that leaves us with 6,000 gold. We might want to sell a few trinkets before we try to head back out. But otherwise, got a pretty decent level 4... one level 3, but that's Bradwardine. Can we make something out of 1, 2, 3, 4? She needs to be up front. Not really. I think it's going to rely on our low-level characters for this next run, while we continue to prep up our level 5 guys, as Villain decided to get a little bit too rambunctious during her night out on the town. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to subscribe for more videos daily. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes. And I will catch you guys next time.